So this is part 4 to the episode where I was going through the graded coins of Cirrus Sports Auctions. Now, even though they're called Cirrus Sports Auctions, they, as far as I can sell mostly graded coins. They must have some either they're partial owners of PCCG or PCGS, or they have a super crazy connection with them, and or they have a contract. Something I don't know exactly what they have going on with PCGS, but I'm pretty sure they have some sort of uh, business relationship with them because they're just selling hundreds, if not thousands, of graded coins per day. So if you did not watch the first 3 episodes, you should check them out first. It's really a progression of thoughts and ideas and actions leading up to this video where I show what I actually bought. And I'll give a very quick recap. I was I started talking about it, then I started showing the graded coins, and then I started to show that I was going to bid on them, or I actually showed the bids. I don't remember if I actually showed the bids or not, but these are what I actually got. So these are the purchases that resulted from those 3 parts of episode. What was the episode? 637. So if you type 630, I'll link it. I will link it at the end of this video, episode 1, just in case for some reason you got to this episode, and each episode at the end takes you to the next episode. Episode 3 takes you to this. Okay. Part 3 takes you to this part. So let's see what I got. Okay. So I spent a total of $257. So I spent 200. What did I get for 257? Now, if you recall, what I wanted to do was stay within the within 40. I went over 40. I got 41. So there will be a loose coin, but it's not, for me, it's not that big of it. So I'm going to get the 2 full plastic containers, storage containers, for free with this order, and then there'll be 1 loose coin. And the reason why there's a loose coin is because I went over 40, is because I put in blind bids and I won more than I thought I was going to win. And that's all there is to it. If I would have, I have things to do, I couldn't sit around for 2-3 hours and watch every bid. So I didn't think I was going to win 2, but I did win more than 1. And I'll show them to you when I get to them, because I really wanted an MS-70. At least one MS-70. MS-70 pennies, US pennies, can go for hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars. And it could be as low as, the lowest MS penny I saw was about $40 on eBay. So I said, oh, if I could snipe one for under 30, I'll be happy, and I could add it to my collection, and I'll have a potentially good investment coin for the future. If pennies for some reason shoot up, I have an MS-70, and I think I ended up getting 2 or 3 of them. So let's look at what I got. I have to zoom in a bit, and I'll leave the price there. Okay, so you can see. I want to get as close as I can, where you can still see the coin and the price. Okay, so you know what I paid. So I think that's pretty clear. All right, so this is what we got. So we have, for our first coin, we have a 2002 So if you want to just do the math, right? What did I say? 150, 257 divided by 41. So this is what I paid per shipped about $6.27 per graded coin, right? 41 divided by 258.07 came out to $6.27 shipped. Now remember, each one of those containers is about $10. So I mean, if you want to subtract that, I mean, it's crazy cheap, man. This is I'm very curious to see how long this is going to go on for, because there's like literally no graded coins that you can buy on eBay for $6 shipped. I mean, you'd have to buy multiple. Anyway, let's get it on with it. So I just wanted to show what I paid for each, and I thought that was pretty cheap. And I'd like to pass this information on to my viewers, just to enrich the community a little bit. All right, got my coffee here. I'm getting ready for the next episode. Um, which will be episode 642. Anyway, so let's go on. So here goes a 2000 coin. Number one is a 2002 proof 69 red decam 2002. Hey, you know what? Let's do. I'm gonna put the what's that called on the side of this? The mintage. I want to have the mintage so I can look at the mintage while we do this. Let me pause the video. Okay, so in the description of every single long form video, maybe even the shorts, there's a link to the penny mintages, and this is what I'm going to keep on the side. I'll keep it out. I'm going to keep. See, you can see the mintage. So this is a 2002 S, right? So if we go to 2002S, it'll tell us the mintage. I passed it, sorry. And I'm going to keep it off screen to the side a little bit so you can still see the price and everything. And I'll just tell you what it is. So 3 million proof only. 3 million. The only S for 2002. So there were no S's produced that were not proofs. That's pretty interesting because if you look, oh, okay, so a lot of the S's are proof only from 1991 and down. But 1990, oh no, 1990 is proof only. Also, 89 is proof only. Keep saying proof only, proof only, proof only. Wow, I didn't know. I don't know why I forgot. I didn't remember. Obviously, I looked at this before. I didn't remember. Proof only. The 82S is also a proof only. Didn't realize that. 81 is proof only. 79. No, okay, so 79, okay, 80 has a billion S's, okay, a lot. Matter of fact, more than twice the amount of D's. 81, so 81 starts proof only coins. Wow, which 81 is copper. So the 81S is the first year or the only. Now the question is, what's the 82S proof only? Is that zinc or is that copper? That's an interesting thing to find out, huh? I have no idea. It doesn't say when I'm looking at it. Anyway, point being, so all of the ones I have, I don't know if I might have one or two copper pennies, but all of them, all the rest of them will be zinc. Um, and as we said, the 2002, there's only 3 million That's super low. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna keep this to the side, and that way I could tell you what the mintage is of each coin that we look. Okay, here goes a 71D, $8. Oh, but it's a nickel. Okay, and it says F, if you notice, it says FS here. I believe that stands for full steps, and the FS nickels um seem to have been selling for more because and I mean it's only $1 more. I mean I couldn't say no, man. I couldn't say no to throwing in a bid for a full step 70s mint mark Denver. I just couldn't say no. So I don't have the mintages for those, just for the pennies. Here goes the 19. Oh, but weren't we just talking about this? The 80S? Come on. Were we just talking about the 80S, or was that the 81? I'm looking at it off camera. No, no, no. The 80S is the last year. So this is the last year San Francisco non-proof. And this is the one that there's 1.2 billion um, mintages. So there's a lot of these, but still, man, you know it's copper. Right? I don't have to wonder if it's copper or not because they only made copper pennies in 1980. So it's a copper 69 red proof with decam feature. I mean, for $6.50, I don't know, man. I mean, it almost seems like a scam, but it's not. You know, I cannot see these prices. How could these prices be so low with inflation going? Now, I will say this, that what I made another one of these videos several months ago, and if I had to remember, I mean, I'm not going to go through it right now, but I think I might have. This is about what I was paying. I might have paid a little bit less. Maybe some of these pennies I was getting for $5 instead of $6, which would have been ridiculous. And some of these nickels I might have been getting for $3 instead of $4. So you are talking about 25% difference. But I guess in this state of inflation, 25% almost seems like nothing. Isn't that crazy? That is pretty, to me, that's pretty crazy. All right, here we go. We got another Jefferson proof 69 decam, no FS, no full step, 76S. And I was picking up these proof dollar coins, man. I mean, first of all, they're worth $1, right? So you have to take $1 off the price, off the jump. I like the fact that they have these presidential things on it, like these special stickers. And on the reverse, it says the grade, and the grade is PR6. It's a proof 69 decam, obviously deep cameo. All right, here goes the next penny. $4. So here, like $4.25. 2000. Oh, so 2006. The mintage is proof only. It's 3 million. So a lot of these are going to be like 2 and 3 million. It's when you get to around that 1 million mark on these proofs that you're talking about low, and anything under a million for a penny is like ultra, 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 ultra low. And you'll see prices will go up on those. Anyway, let's see. Let's continue. And here's the 2004 3 million minted. I picked, like I said, I picked up a bunch of these dollars. This one is see, this one has the the grade on the front because it doesn't have the special label. So you see 69 proof decam, and they're beautiful for 650. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Six, but you notice I haven't showed you any MS70s though. You know, any proof 70s. 69. Here goes a 79S Type 1. I paid $11 for this one. For all right, what year is it? 79. So the 79S is okay, and so there's two types. I don't know what this type is. One of them is filled S and the other is non-filled. Um Proof only. Oh, it says type 1, so I don't know the S's, but this is a proof. So the proofs there's only 3 million is copper, so that's pretty low. Well, 3 million, 3.7 million. All right. 96S, 96, 2.5 million. There goes some more dollars. I got this one for $5. Proof 69 decam Native American. I mean, oh, I got this one for $3.50. 87. So I do have quite a few copper ones in there. This one's not copper, obviously. This one is 4.2 million. 450 for a clad for it's a clad quarter, but still it's what is it? I don't know what the proof is of it. I'm not 2006, 450. That's 3 million. 2004. So all of those, the 70. Now, if you remember, if you watched the previous episodes, you heard me talking about the brilliant uncirculated and how I wouldn't buy any of those, but I clicked it by accident, and I ended up getting a brilliant uncirculated. So to me, this is garbage, right? Because you can find these in your own penny rolls. I wouldn't buy one. I like it just doesn't make any sense to me. But I did end up getting one for $2.75. And I mean, to get a coin graded is like $20 to like $50. So this whole thing of getting them for $6 a piece is doesn't make any sense to me. 2005, right? Because just to get these coins graded is 20, $30, $40, $50 if you get all of the features on it, shipping both ways, insurance both ways. It's just ridiculous. So here you can see the difference between the decam, right? A deep cameo, and what a huge difference, right? In the image, right? Between a proof deep cameo and just a regular. And this is a 66. This is a super beautiful coin. $3, $4, whatever you want to call it. Here goes the proof deep $4, 2005, 650. Here goes the reverse. And it's the only, so here goes one of the first 70s. And what did I pay? I paid. But $22, I mean, they're like $40, 30, 40, $50 for these 70 decams. And this is the shield. Look how beautiful that is. So I got it for $22. I think that was I might have got one more. I'm not sure. Hey, go set. All right. Hey, I paid $7 for this one. $4, 84, 450, $4 for a deep cameo proof. MS. Now I paid. Why did I pay? This doesn't make any sense. I paid $11 for this. This must have been a mistake. Oh no, 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 no. So no. Why did I pay $11 for that coin? 84. That doesn't make sense. Let me make sure it's not a crazy. Why did I pay that for? It's not even a proof. There's there's literally 8 billion 1984s. Unless this is the one that has the shipping in it. Remember I told you there's one extra, and that's the other thing that you have to pay that I was trying to tell you about. You have to pay the extra shipping when you go over the 40. So every 40 is one order. Once you go over the 40, so I screwed up. I paid it. So I paid an extra $5 or $6 or $7, and I think that's what this is. Let me keep going, and I'll come back to that. So I did check the coin. There it goes over here, and I must have misclicked. I don't know how I paid $11 for it. I would never have bid over like $5 for this coin. So this is one of the problems with just throwing random blind bids. So I mean, I'm only talking about $5 over what I would have paid, or $6 probably. And I don't like the fact that it's not a proof. Like I would have wanted for $5, I would have wanted like the proof 69. I've been getting, especially that it's zinc. So that this was not a good purchase. Just so you know, I would take this one back if I could. Let's see if there are any other. Here's a dime. I got a dime for $6. Whatever. See, this is what I wanted. Look, this is a 69 decam for $3.50. Why would I spend $11 on a 66 business strike? It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. All right. This is 69 decam clad quarter. All right. Now here goes the next 70, and I paid 25 for it for the 91S. That's okay. I wanted to get them for under 20. I think I put a $25 bid. So what happened was I might have actually put a $25 bid on that $11 one by accident, thinking anyway. It was a mistake. That was a $6 mistake. Which when you only spent when you're trying to like get things cheap, I just threw $6 out the window, and plus going over the 40, I threw out another $5 in shipping. So really, this order should have been about. I wouldn't have bought that coin, so it would have been like $16 less than what I paid. And anyway, so I overpaid. 69, 2012. 2012 was the mintage in 2012. Super low. Maybe that's why it went for $6. 1.2 million is the mintage for the proofs. That's really, really low for 2012. It's really low. All right. See, 65, MS65. Yeah, $5. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Whatever, $5. No big deal. But I didn't like that $11 purchase. And I think we're getting towards the end here. Here's a 2010. So we got a 2010 for $550. 1.6 million, super low. Anything under 2 is really, really, really low. The closer you get towards under 1 million, it's just really, really low. I could see those coins selling, like the ones that are under 2 million. I could see those selling for a lot of money one day, and of course under 1 million. I don't know how many there are under 1 million. I'm gonna look really quick. The 2015 is 1,050,000. The 2016, it's under 1 million. Okay, at 965,000. I was wondering. Okay, the 2017's under 1 million. The 2000. Okay, so there's more than one type of S for the 2017, the 2018. Obviously, the 2019, we got the West Point, also under 1 million. So some of those, the later proofs, there's under 1 million. Those are expensive pennies. 2003, $4.25. Look at this. I got this nickel, a 69 decam for $3. I mean, can't beat that, man. I got the Jefferson 69 decam for $6, and that's it. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of, if you've bought any from Serious Sports Auctions. If you think I got them for a good price, if you think they're a good investment, let me know in the comments below. Okay, God bless. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.